Usual suspect. Back again with the rest of the suspects for this class. Lou Crow 33528. As of late, we're going to be discussing the keys to physical modeling, acoustic instruments, and yata, which would be synths and other instruments. So the first rule of thumb is to know an instrument's behavior. All right, that's the very first rule. Know how the instrument behaves, no matter if it's electronic or if it's acoustic. That's like the main key. And all these elements are going to play into physical modeling. I'm going to pull up a harpsichord that I've already made, a single manual, and I'm going to quickly turn it into a dual manual, and you'll see what I'm using. I'm just using noise. But when you combine noise modulation, frequency modulation, things like resonators, which they use in a quantum, which now we use here and can use here, comb filtering, plus and minus, which we already have, and then filtering in general, envelope ADSR dynamics, phase modulation, pulse width modulation with alpha envelope, and ring modulation. When you use all of that type of stuff in conjunction, physical modeling can be easily achieved, and not even all those elements are actually needed to do so. So let's turn to the harpsichord. See that? Now that's a single manual harpsichord. Now you're like, well, how the fuck are you even doing this? That's crazy, right? Alright, there's nothing going on. Nothing. No oscillator at all. Except for a noise oscillator. Now it's done simple by using a comb filter and a low pass filter. The low pass filter is the lid. That would apply to an acoustic piano as well. This filter 2, because you're going to run it in serial. You're going to have to run a radio. Huh? What did I do in the last tape? I showed you the radio theory, the boom box. Huh? This is how it goes. You start running stuff like this with these boom box theory. This is what you get. You switch it up. See? Come to what? Low pass. See, you make the radio. We just know it's called the bandpass radio. Now, a harpsichord is kind of like a piano. It has keys on it, and the keys have a plectrum that hits the string, 2 strings at a time, right? Now, the 2 keyboard, like I know you see the ones where they got 1 keys, and then there's the one set of keys, and then there's one. It looks like steps, like there's keys there, and there's like a step up, like it almost has. There's another set of keys. That's the dual manual. So how you get to dual manual, you would want to set up 2 cone plus. I'm going to turn this one on 71 octave wise, right? Take this filter 2 up to 113, because on this filter 1 it's only at 47. That's an octave, and it's at 113 cone plus. I'd take this envelope amount off. You don't want any envelope amount on, and you don't want it in series. You're going to want to take noise balance when you go over here to noise and turn it in the middle. So noise is going through 2 of them. This would make the dual manual. Alright. Key tracking is at 100 on both filters anyway. You see how this goes? Dual manual. So yeah, that splendorous sound of a dual manual harpsichord type of instrument. You can play with octave though, intervals. And it's velocity sensitive because you know you use velocity, to go to noise. Now, you're going to have to kind of set up dynamics because we're not going to have to kind of do it, you're going to have to do it. Okay, now if you're using a single manual harpsichord, the filter envelope setting should be 0, 41-ish on the decay, attack 0, decay 41, sustain 0, release 0. I mean, that might have been a slip of the knob though, alright, but you can use this setting and it'll work. That's going to create the plectrum if you had the single manual in here and you had this filter 2 up to about probably 119 or something like that, and you didn't have this resonance all the way up. You had the envelope amount up to like 24 or something. But in this case, if you do that, it's going to have to set the boombox again. You have to turn it back to parallel. You have to make sure the noise is going through filter 1 only, because filter 1 goes through filter 2 if it's in serial anyway, right? See? And then you gotta turn this back down to probably 47. See how it has the wooden body of the, definitely has that wooden body. Oops, I should have probably put it on low pass 12 though. I had it on PPG, excuse me guys. That was a little slip of the knob mistake. So that's how you would do that. Now that's with noise. Now I'm going to take you right here from the hip, click clack boom, because you know how to do this. We're taking a nip patch, right? And I'm going to shoot from the hip. I'm going to show you how to build up the dynamics. I'll just put the dynamics for a harpsichord in some instructions. I don't want to get into that. I got to go through too many steps. Modifier, this, that, and the other. LFO, set this up. It's a lot, but it's really not. As you see, you heard a lot of poly. So we have the green bank note here. So this is acoustic piano. So we shoot from the hip. First of all, we don't need an oscillator at all. What we want to do first is go to filters. Filter 1, key tracking of 100. Filter 2, key tracking of 100. Alright. You want to set up to boombox, so you turn it to serial. Filter 1 should be at 59 on cutoff. 113 on reso should be cone plus. But in fact, we'll just leave it like that. Filter 2 will be at the cutoff of 59. Resonance about 12 or something. This should be low pass 12. We'll leave the mod source at we'll leave the mod source, our FM source at oscillator 1, but off for right now though. Alright. Now we're going to go to the filter ADSR. Turn to ADSR 2. Kill everything, including the attack level. You want to bring the attack level down to 24. You want the regular decay to be at 24-ish or something like that. Kind of short. And the release to be at like 48. Amp envelope. Destroy the sustain all the way to 0. Decay should be at like 60-ish. Release should be at 60-ish. Attack level, just leave this as a regular ADSR. Alright, you hear nothing still, right? So what we do, go to mod 1, velocity. First two slots are going to be velocity. So set that up. So slot 1 is velocity to noise level. That's like 42, right? Hear that puppy outside. Okay, mod 2's velocity to F2 reso, about 42. Mod 3, key tracking, is going to F2 cutoff, negative 52. Filter 2 cutoff, negative 52. Mod 4 is key tracking to filter cutoff, plus 36. That's filter 2 as well, excuse me. Slip of the tongue. Speaking faster than what I'm acting. Plus 36. Alright. Knobs are slippy. What the hell? Sounds like some Nintendo snare drums on some double dragon. Alright, so then is what you do. Turns comb on. Oops, 71. Turn up a little bit. I would want to say that's a acoustic piano. Now how I can add to this physical model, we already have applied a comb filter plus. We've already applied a comb low pass 12 dB. That's the lid. I'm opening the lid, closing the lid. See what I mean? You want the lid to be slightly open if you're on stage, right? So you turn it to like something like that. Oops, I forgot one more thing. Key tracking to amplitude envelope release. That's mod slot 5, excuse me. And that's like negative something. Cause when we get down, like negative. Huh. Excuse me. Thinking. Ooh. It's like 43-ish or something, 44. You can switch your stuff around a little bit if you need to tweak it a little bit. Like it might turn it to 55. Make the low end a little bit more pronounced. See what I mean? You can customize it. This is why I don't need an Integra. This is why I don't need shit but the Blofeld, right? Because I can fully customize my sound. I am the kit, okay? I don't need to go to a kit. I am the kit. And this is what I do. I'm going to make you guys the kit too. See? You guys become the kit, then you will be self-sufficient. You won't need, you take this box, take it to orchestra, boom, oops, oops, oh my goodness, blowing it out. My one classmate went on tour, guess what he did? Shook the whole building. Oops, oh man, off the free stuff. Whew. Oh my goodness, he tore it up. He tore it up, my man Lenny. Huh? He was on tour over there in the Netherlands. Took it to Belgium. Rocked the house with the free shit. Huh? Now let's get back to these theories. We got the cone filter, we have dynamics. We're using noise, right? Let's bring a resonator in, but let's bring it in silently though. So we turn the level to oscillator 1 to 0. We'll take it to Singing Swords because you guys have that. So try this at home. Alright? Singing Swords. Now what you're going to do is you're going to leave the pulse width at 127. You're going to negative value the pulse width amount. Take the source to like amplitude envelope. Check it out. Nothing really different, right? Well, when you have to go to the boom box, oscillator 1 is the source for FM. Crank it up. Listen. That is so pronounced now. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap the tape up. I'm gonna jump back on. I gotta get buted up. I'll be right back. I hope you enjoyed that. And we'll just leave this on and we'll get right back to it. You know my name, you know my game.